Hoback Knives welcomes you to Idaho. We just got the shop set up. Let me give you a tour. So we've got a spectacular view, and coming down the hill, pretty steep but very doable. The trailer we used to bring all of that equipment from Texas over here, that was a heavy load. There was probably, I don't know, 10,000 pounds worth of equipment on that trailer. A little overloaded. Then we come to the shop. It is 24 by 36, I believe. 2 bay doors. It's pretty much, I believe that's an oversized 2-car garage, if I got that correctly. So quite a step up from where we were, because we were in a 17-foot by 17-foot awning with sides on it. Much better. I've done some upgrades to it. This is, again, a temporary shop for now, but we're looking for property so I can build a big 80 by 100 shop. But this one will get us by for now, because it's definitely much nicer than what we're in. Got a nice view. I got to trim some branches there so I can check out the lake. But we are on the north shore of Kokolala Lake, so very much enjoying that. Let's go inside. All right, well, just inside the door here, you can kind of see the main door. We're still living out of totes, getting everything organized. I'm setting up a few things here. This is the back of the surface grinder, a little bit of a trash area. Got the old Brown and Sharp. I'm currently trying to rig up a kind of dust containment system here. I just have to go with a little bit larger PVC. It just doesn't hold everything up as well as I'd like. Got the grinder set up, got a new sandblaster. That will be nice. Nice vacuum system to keep me from dying of silicosis. So like I said, got a little bit of organization left to do. Got a few buckets and totes left over. Shower curtain, that'll be nice. I'm gonna rig that up and seal the ceiling so that this whole grinding area is pretty much covered up and I don't have to deal with all that dust around the shop anymore. So really looking forward to that. Did some maintenance on the surface grinder, got it all cleaned. Got a skim off on the top of the chuck because I pulled it off and cleaned it all out because it was destroyed from all that humidity. Looking forward to trying out this sandblaster. It's the big Harbor Freight one. It looked pretty good. When I put it together, I made sure I went through, and you can see some of the silicone that's still drying on these edges. I sealed everything and then plumbed in a vacuum system that goes outside. So that should take care of this thing, hopefully, depending on the size, if the gun is any good or not. If it's not, I'll just replace the gun and use the cabinet itself. Got the trusty old Bridgeport up and running. First thing we used, because this thing was a nice anchor to tie things off to drag them up the driveway. Mind the ladder. Couple of mountain bikes. Got a new table bench in the middle. I had to build all new benches. We had to leave the old benches in Texas, so I went with Formica countertops, so I figured that will help keep things clean. A couple new drill presses for tapping heads. Got another toolbox so that I can put all the parts in them. Got a nice clean assembly area. A little disorganized at the moment, again, but this is going to be for assembly only. We're really working on our flow to make things a lot faster. So we're still setting up, but kind of you get the gist of it. I got a little computer chair that I get to sit at now, which will be nice. Got a nice little anodizing area over here. You can see everything, mind the bike parts. Got to put some distilled water and some cleaner in there. Got the torch set up for heat anodizing. My little torch area here with aluminum plate and some kiln brick. Working on a sharpening arm for a grinder right at the moment. Little buffing and wire wheel station for orange peel for when I do anodizing. Toolboxes for hand tools. Again, piles of fixtures. I'm going to build a cabinet for the fixtures that will go right where this propane tank goes, because I've got a little heater hooked up right here, but this will be a nice area for setting up all my fixtures in little slots vertically, and they'll all be labeled. Toolbox for tooling for all the mills. Tooling again. Just finished today setting up my automatic tool changer, my ATC. Yeah. Nice having a robot working for me now. So very much enjoying that. Just got it aligned, switched the tools over, so I'm super stoked about using that. That's going to save me a lot of time and free up Megan to not stand in front of this machine all day and change tools for me. Let's see. Got a cart for moving things around. A lot of little things that make a big difference. Set up the pneumatic press for bending pocket clips over here. Got my dies. I'm going to make some new ones, but a little adjustment set up for it. This will be a nice little area. Got plenty of bench space. I've got 24 feet of bench space here. So lots of space for putting everything, all the miscellaneous things, hang on my tools, all the chemicals, Hoback knives. And one thing that I did differently in this shop is I actually put the Tormach computer on a little bench. It's going to actually mount to the enclosure that I built. I just haven't had a chance to put the enclosure on here because I was doing the tool changer. But I got that set up, so I'll mount the monitor and the keyboard along the side of the enclosure here. That'll be really nice to work on because it'll be stand-up height. Let's see. Again, with the totes. One thing that I did with this shop, first thing, was insulate it because we're in Idaho and we get a lot of snow. And I ran PEX waterline tubing and I plumbed my air into it. It'll hold 170 psi and I plumbed it through the whole shop. I got an air drop over there. I got to finish up a couple little drops, but I finish up with the assembly area and then one behind the Tormach here. Powers the drawbar and the tool changer comes up and then it goes out over there to the compressor and comes down for one drop over here to the Bridgeport, and then I got to plumb in another T and bring another drop to that spool and another drop to the sandblaster. So that'll be nice. Having plumbed air is going to be a huge time saver from bouncing back and forth. So we got a lot of flow in here. I figure we'll start here at the mill and get all the parts machined. All the machined parts will go on the little cart. Cart gets pushed over to the Bridgeport for the little operations that we do on the Bridgeport, like lock fitting, honing holes, things like that. And then surface grinder for the flat touch-ups after double disc when blades come back from heat treat, grind the bevels, sandblast, and then assembly area. So it just goes in a big circle. Tapping will be nice because I can go right from the Tormach back over here, tap, do any honing of holes. I believe I'm going to switch over to this drill press and miscellaneous things like that. Got some little assembly area here just for miscellaneous jobs. Lots of storage space again, living in totes. So yeah, that's the new shop tour. We're pretty excited. We got to add a few things like a little more light and finish unpacking, but we are just about up and running. I should be running parts on A15s and A8s on the Tormach starting next week because I've got blades sitting here ready for me. Just came back from double disc, and frames and backspacers are coming back from double disc here probably next week. So we're going to get to machining, and while the mill's running, I will be finishing cleaning up the shop. Got to put the enclosure on the Tormach tomorrow, try to finish it up. And yeah, so forgive me for not having any videos recently, probably in the last 6 or 8 months. We have been so insanely busy. So now that we've got the new shop up and running, I'm much happier because we got an awesome view out here. I don't know if you can see past the glare. Probably not. No, doesn't look like it. But yeah. So I guess that's about it, guys. I will do another video. I'm going to try to do them at least once a month, and we'll see. And speaking of air compressors, I got to build a compression or insulated box around that thing. There's a lean-to on the side of the shop that's probably 15 foot by 36 foot. And I use that for all the miscellaneous stuff like the compressor and everything else. Kind of makes it a little quieter. All right, guys. Well, good talking to you again. God bless.